Hey guys, good for you. You're coming back for advanced lights. I say advanced, but it's really not that hard. Like, you'll get the hang of it, I promise. So let's get right into it. So everything in that other video was all fine and dandy for simple shows, but if you have something more complex, like maybe a full-length musical, you're probably not going to want to fiddle with 100 different levers every single time that the scene changes. So we have this really great thing called the cue system, where you just press one button, and if I was in cue mode, it would have just switched to the next cue. So you can, follow around in your script, and whenever you see you have a cue, you just press the button. It's that simple. What's slightly more complicated is setting them up, but I am confident that you are going to do great. So I'm going to show that in the next little bit of the video, how to do that. So the first thing we should probably do is make a cue. And luckily the lighting board is actually set up right now for one of the most common cues you're going to have in any show. And that's a blackout, and nothing's on. We can see here on the monitor, we can double check, nothing is indeed on. Well, I think 1 and 2 might be on, like 1 and 2%, but we can't notice that, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to click on record right here at the top of the screen. And you can number your cue right here. So I guess you don't want your cue to override any existing cue. Like if somebody already has something set up on cue 1, you're not going to want to set this as cue 1. So you're going to want to ask other people who are using the theater. But to my knowledge, cue 502 is currently not being used. So that's probably an alright number to have. And then you can also change right here. You have like a little keypad. You can put in like how long you want it to take to fade. So right now it's taking 0.2 seconds to fade into this cue from whatever the previous cue was. So that's probably good. We'll just put it back to what it was. Once you're satisfied with your options, you just click on this button right here, save as cue 502, and boom, you've got a cue. So if you're doing an actual show, what you would probably do is, say you had 50 different lighting cues, you would create, you and your director would decide the 50 different types of lighting you want through the show, and then you'd number them 1 through 50 in order. And then when you click on go on the lighting board, it would just go from Q1 to Q2 all the way up till the end of the show. So we'll talk a little bit more about actually running through cues now. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that cues is turned on up here. I already turned it on. And you're going to want to make sure that stack is also enabled. And as you can see by the green light, it is also already on. So we're going to go to that cue that we just made, cue number 503, which was just a blackout. And in order to do this, we're going to click on cue number and then 503, enter, and then go. And as you can see here, the lights just turned off. It is now cue number 503. But running a show is actually even easier than this. You're not going to have to continuously press, cue number 1, go, cue number 2, enter, go, cue number 3, enter, go. Once you're on 503, you can just press cue again, and then it's going to go to cue number 504, 505, 506, right? Now we don't actually have anything set to those cues right now, which is why nothing is changing, but if we did, that would be essentially how you'd run a show. You'd choose a starting cue, so our starting cue was 503, and then we might set cues 503 until, cues 530, and you just keep pressing go whenever the lights need to change, and that's your show. It's that easy. So hopefully you found that video illuminating. Get it? Because these lights. But yeah, it's really, I know the lighting board is a board that can look really intimidating, and there's over 100 buttons on this thing. But set up some cues, have a script next to you that says when to switch to cue, and go, go, go. It can really be that simple. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which is about sound.